Hello, my name is John Watts. I'm a consumer protection attorney in the state of Alabama. And the question that we'll look at today is, if I'm at work and I've got a debt collector that's just calling me and calling me and calling me, how do I get them to leave me alone, to stop harassing me at work? Well, there's a couple ways to do it. One, let's assume that they are not talking to your coworkers, they're not cussing you out, they're being at least somewhat respectful to you, but they're just calling you at work, and you're not supposed to get these calls at work. Almost every employer has a policy that says don't take personal calls, personal business at work. So what do you do in that situation? Well, you get them on the phone, either when they call, or you call them when you get in your car, or call them when you get home, and you say, look, you're calling me at work. I am not allowed to get these kinds of calls at work. Do not ever call me at work again. Now, here's what you'll find out. Are you dealing with an honorable debt collector or a dishonorable debt collector? It's very, very simple. If they are an honorable debt collector, they'll say, absolutely, we understand, we're putting this in our notes, flagging that number, we'll never call you at work again. And they won't do it. And then you know, at least in that area, this debt collector is following the law. Well, what if they continue to call you? Well, then you know it's a dishonorable debt collector that has no problem breaking the law. So what do you do to those guys? You sue them in federal court. Use the FDCPA, Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. It governs debt collectors. And we have other videos about when it applies, when it doesn't apply. Let's assume it applies. You sue them in federal court for money damages. And we have filed those suits over the years. And the debt collector, they come into court and they whine and they complain. And it's so unfair. And the federal judge is looking at them going, did the consumer tell you not to call? Well, yeah, but they're there for 8 hours and we can call them like 4 times a day and it really works when we call them at work. Yeah, the law says if you as a debt collector are told not to call me at work, then you're violating the law if you call me at work. Okay, so that's one way to stop it. The other way is, what if they are calling your coworkers, calling your boss, calling your HR department, having other coworkers bring you messages, or sending fax forms to your human resource saying, we need to know when you started working, your rate of pay, and spelling of your name, all this type of stuff. What do you do then? Well, now you know you're dealing with, a dishonorable debt collector. Somebody that, it's not just that they're calling you at work and you need them to stop, but now they are truly harassing you. They're calling coworkers, supervisors, HR department. In the business, this is known as an office party, where they call all these people in other cubicles or offices so that they come up to you. They say, hey, you need to call Joe Blow at 1-800-555-1212. That's the debt collector. And you're going, oh, they're calling my coworker. Then your boss comes and says, I'm getting these strange phone calls. I need you to take care of this. Then your HR department says, we got this fax wanting to know how much money you're making. And you go, oh my goodness, I can't take this anymore. And you pay them. You may not owe them, but you pay them to make it stop. Here's a better way to make it stop. You sue them in federal court. You sue them for money damages. You make that debt collector pay for every single time that they've called your work, spoken with a coworker, called your HR, sent those bogus fax forms in. You punish them for doing this. Because when they get sued, they view that as punishment. And if they get sued enough and they have to pay enough money, they'll go, you know what? Maybe we need to stop harassing people at work. Now, it may take one lawsuit from you. It may take you suing and a coworker suing and the people all across the state of Alabama suing. Every time we sue these guys, they get a little bit closer to saying, let's stop the harassment. So 2 ways to stop it. One, you tell them, stop calling me at work, I can't take these calls. But if they've gone beyond that and they're talking to your coworkers, your boss, supervisor, then usually the best thing is just go ahead and sue them right then. So if you live in Alabama, you have questions about suing them or how that type of lawsuit works, what you get out of that, how this stops the debt collectors, and we file these lawsuits all the time. 205-879-2447, or you can go online to alabamaconsumer.com. There's a contact us button there, and we're more than happy to chat with you. So appreciate you watching this video. Hope it was helpful, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Okay, bye-bye.